We are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Thank you, Renee. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Sport. And today we have almost a full house here.
Basically.
Me and Tony.
Wow.
And then from the
Connecticut.
From the couch, Renee and Shanna, Michael and Matthew, somewhere in the vicinity, I would say. Definitely here in spirit, I'll tell you that. So much to talk about. We don't have one free second, Tony. So let's go to the world of the National Football League.
6 for 101, 2 touchdowns. To Evans, touchdown, Tampa Bay. How about that throw? Sam Darnold blasted. Oh my goodness, did he take a hit? In trouble once, brings him down. Loft one from Odell Beckham Jr. Got it down, touchdown.
You think Darnold ever gets a shot again, or it's over?
I think it's another shot. Absolutely.
I would like to see good offensive line, good coaching. I mean, he hasn't had that yet in his career.
Yeah, dude. I feel like, I don't know. I mean, what else? Come on. What does he have to lose?
Right.
Panthers, where they have to lose?
Yeah. I mean, just go for it. But I guess PJ Walker has played well. That definitely is for sure. And also too, I feel like I've mentioned this to you before. But as today's Football Friday, how you doing, Anna?
How you doing?
All right. Jokery, almost on a daily basis, Tony, just tells me how much he enjoys our football breakdowns, the content, all of that. So shout out to Jokery, obviously one of the best that there is. And I can't wait. I would imagine, he's going to be here in a couple weeks for Thanksgiving. We got to have him in for a show. Have him right here next to me talking sports.
You think he'd be down to be on the show?
Yeah. And hopefully by then, they're on the bye this week, but the Steelers win a couple of games, some more positive things for him to talk about there. But last night, obviously we started week 9. The Eagles 29-17 over the Houston Texans. So really, kind of what we expected here, just in terms of tight early, Eagles pull away. But, that 14 number, or 13 and a half, I guess, when we picked it, was just a little too much. They win by 12. What do you know? And the Texans struck first. And I thought, for a team that has one win, the Texans didn't look horrible. I think there's definitely some talent as Michael walks in. So we really have a full house here. Is Matthew outside? And then prefer. You had to go there. But, I thought they played, pretty competently, for a group that, obviously their season is over and, they're just looking ahead to the future. I thought it wasn't too bad. Just in terms of the scoring, so actually it was his first career catch, and this is one of those names. It seems like it's always these names. Tegan Quitoriano, the tight end, his first career catch, a 2-yard touchdown pass from Davis Mills, 7-0 Texans. Long drive. The Eagles go on an 18-play drive. Capped off by Miles Sanders' 2-yard touchdown run. Kenneth Gainwell in the second quarter, 4-yard touchdown run, 14-7 in favor of the Eagles. But Chris Moore, with 37 seconds left in the second quarter, 13-yard touchdown pass from Davis Mills. So 14-14. They try to kick at the end of the half. I think it was only 51 yards. Didn't make it. So 14-14 at half. But A.J. Brown, he's been hot lately. 17-yard touchdown pass from Jalen Hurts to make it 21-14 in favor of the Eagles. Fairbairn answers back for the Texans, 30-yard field goal, 21-17. But then Dallas Goedert, 4-yard touchdown pass from Jalen Hurts, as well as the 2-point conversion, makes it 29-17. And that was the final score. So the Eagles go to 8-0 here, obviously standing atop the NFC East, the NFC, the NFL, just in general.
Crazy.
I mean, just such an impressive start by this Philadelphia Eagles team. And you really have to give props to the whole organization, you know, from head to toe. Jalen Hurts, all of the skill players, the defense, Nick Sirianni, the head coach, and general manager Howie Roseman. You know, he gave up a lot of draft capital to acquire A.J. Brown, and it's paid huge dividends, and that's why the Eagles are 8-0.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really stress that enough. I mean, just from top to bottom, we know the Eagles have been obviously, you know, they're 8-0. We've seen what they can do this season so far. And honestly, I love Hurts. I mean, I feel like he was a big question mark coming into the season. I mean, I don't have his stats in front of me from last season, but it wasn't anything spectacular.
Yeah,
it was,
always loved him.
It was certainly a, you know, I feel like a building year for him last season. And I mean, last night, 21 for 27, 243 yards, 2 TDs, you know, not no interceptions, no bad turnovers. He was sacked 4 times too. So, I mean, it's not like he wasn't getting any pressure from the Texas defense here. And he just stared them down in the face, and he did what good quarterbacks do, which is, you know, make sure they win against the teams you should be winning against. And I mean, I think it's super impressive. And I mean, the Eagles, like you said, on top of the world right now.
Yeah, I mean, so many different weapons. You know, Miles Sanders had 93 yards in a score at the running back position. Dallas Goedert, the tight end, 8 for 100 in a score. A.J. Brown, 4 for 59 in a score. Devonta Smith wasn't even really involved in this game, only 2 for 22, but we know what a weapon he is. So there's just so many different ways that the Philadelphia Eagles can beat you. And it's really going to be tough. The question is, who has the ability to knock them off? And when it comes to a team in the NFC, Tony, is there anybody that you think, or if you had to give me a team, who do you think has the best chance to at least, you know, be in play to upset the Eagles? Let's say in an NFC Championship game at Lincoln Financial Field.
Oh, geez. At Lincoln Financial Field too, not
at
like
7:30.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, they're gonna have home field, no?
Yeah. Wait, what time is the game?
Well,
what's the weather like?
No, usually the championship games are at like 3 and 6:30. It's so weird because normally during the year it's never like that, but just for championship week it is.
I mean, just looking at seeing where some teams are. I mean, I don't know, dude. I mean, obviously, you know, a team from the same conference that could, I feel like, you know, bode well against them, I guess, would be the Cowboys, right, from their conference. But Bills.
Well, the Bills are in the AFC.
Oh, okay. Oh,
that's a bite.
Right.
That is a bite. Wait, the Bills in the NFC?
I know a team.
Oh no,
Barnes isn't gonna like it.
All right, let's hear it.
It's the G-Men.
Wow.
No way, dude.
Is that team not known for classic
upsetting?
No, I mean that would be insane if they were able to pull that off. I mean, I think Saquon.
Who would you root for there, Philly or the Giants?
See, the Giants are almost like the Mets for me.
Got it.
but like I
enough
guess,
to say.
Yeah. But not quite though. Not quite.
Not as bad. Yeah.
But still,
aren't you happy that they beat Tom twice?
Oh, of course. In those situations, I was rooting for the Giants. I'll give you that. No, never root for Brady. That's the number 1 rule.
Oh my gosh.
But one team that I heard that could beat them this morning, that's something you don't think about. The record's only 500 right now, but they made some reinforcements, is the San Francisco 49ers.
That's a great pick.
Yeah, true.
The defense, the running game, obviously they've been there before. So something to keep an eye out for. Yeah, Jimmy, absolutely.
You love Jimmy.
You know, I mean, he wins.
I know.
I mean, imagine if we had him on our team.
I know. He always thinks. I know that's how you think.
And I still would like him. I would trade for him straight up right now. I don't care. I don't care. I don't have the patience. That's the problem. The patience. But that being said, Tony, we got a full slate here coming up on Sunday. So I believe it is time for a football frenzy. And if we could get Fox music, please.
Oh, you want the Fox music?
Yes.
Okay, I got
yes.
Fox music.
Yeah, you need
I feel like that's the best football music or not?
It's awesome. Dim it a little bit in the background.
It
hypes them up.
They play that at MSG all the time. I don't know if you've noticed that at the Knicks games.
I don't notice that.
And like sometimes it is like, oh, Michael Strahan's here, so we're gonna play it. But other times it's not. And it's like, why are you playing this? It's a nice little tune for MLB playoffs.
That's weird.
It's like it's a football song.
That is kind of weird.
It is great though.
A little bit of that, dude.
Football.
Wow. Pump you up, dude?
Oh yes.
Dude.
Get it going, Barnes.
Oh, here we go, dude.
Could we get some music? Do we have music?
Yeah. All right, let's start up here. As we mentioned, football frenzy. Week 9, Brian. Week 9. Underway. Unbelievable. Okay, we're going to go game 1 here. Okay, I think this is going to be Brian's game of the day because we have the Buffalo Bills visiting New Jersey, the Meadowlands, the stinkiness, dude. New York Jets. What are we thinking, Brian?
All right, so 11.5. So this line has really fluctuated. Was up to almost 14, now down to 11.5. So I guess you'd say sharp money on the Jets.
Well, yeah, I guess so, dude.
And it's one of those things, obviously on paper, a complete mismatch. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, all of the talent on the Bills. But the thing is, it's the NFL. Nothing ever goes exactly the way that you think it's going to go. And the Jets coming off that disappointing loss last week to the New England Patriots. I think that the formula here is play smart, play within yourself, and I think that's what you're going to see the Jets do. And I think it's going to be a comeback. It's not going to be easy. They're going to be fighting tooth and nail. Have
you seen? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Have you, Tony? The thing that I showed you where this guy predicted
flip a coin. Yeah, he did coin flip for each week.
The coin for each week.
And it worked.
Guess where they got to?
Super Bowl,
AFC Championship.
Wow, isn't that something? So
they win this week.
I don't think Brian believes in that sort of thing, though.
No,
but it's not Brian.
Right now, they're up to it. But I'll tell you right now, they're winning this, dude. You're gonna see QB1 come out here hot, Barnes. I'm telling you.
So I mean, well, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna. I want you to
I
say.
Listened to him last time. I say I wasn't here. I listen. I always listen to the show when I'm not here because it's the best show.
Really?
Yeah. You guys are the best.
Appreciate it, Michael.
And obviously, like the trifecta, there's no one better than us.
Right.
But actually with Matthew, then we got the
quads.
Quadfecta. Yeah, dude, use your quads. But dude, Jets, you're hating on them right now. I know you're mad that Zach had it. You know, maybe it's not Zach's fault. Maybe it's the offensive coordinator sometimes with these calls. And I know, and he owns it. He said that I forced to play here, forced to play there. Everybody thinks he has such a big ego. I don't think that's the case. I think he's just like Trevor Lawrence in his actual rookie year. Because they didn't really play, too much in the first, season.
And play meaningful games.
Yeah, exactly. Meaningful games. There you go.
And I was just going to say, before I get to my prediction here, I'm just curious. Zach Wilson stats and the score. I want to hear it.
Dude, 350.
Back-to-back 350 games.
2 touchdowns, no INTs.
Okay.
And 2 touchdowns.
And Jets score, win. What do we got?
21-14.
Yeah. No, I do think it's going to be lower scoring. Total set at 46, so I think the under's in play here. But I think it's going to be even more low scoring. The Jets win this game with their defense, with their running game. Zach can't make mistakes. This Bills defense is ferocious, as we would say, Tony.
Wow, dude.
So I'm going to say here at halftime, the Bills will be up 10-3, and there'll be no score in the third quarter. Come the fourth quarter, Zach, 80-yard drive, capped off by a Michael Carter 15-yard run and end around. That'll tie it at 10. And then with 3 seconds remaining, Legatron from 56 and the win. 13-10 Jets. Defense, running game. We might as well bring Rex Ryan back.
You might as well.
Yeah, Brian loves a good field goal, too.
Nothing like a field goal.
60-yarder.
Rex Ryan with the feet,
dude. We need that.
I know.
For the win.
I know. That would be just the atmosphere in MetLife would be unbelievable.
All right, next game here. We have the Chargers visiting the Falcons. Chargers at 4-3, Falcons 4-4. 1 o'clock game here on FOX. Chargers at -3. Ryan, you taking that line?
No. And well, the thing is, they're without their top 2 receivers. No Keenan Allen, no Mike Williams, Austin Eckler with the questionable tag. I'm sure he'll play, but you're looking at Carter as your number 1 receiver, Duron Carter or whatever his name is. That's just not enough. So I just think also, though, it is tough too, because with the Falcons, with the Chargers, those are the perfect example of teams when you rely on them, they don't come through. But I just think the Falcons have played a better brand of football this season. I was really impressed with Mariota last game, taking advantage of those miscues by the Carolina Panthers. So I think they get a good performance on the ground, a good performance through the air. Mariota, maybe throws for 2 touchdowns, 275, has a 60-yard run as well. We've seen him have that big playability. And I think the Atlanta Falcons over the Los Angeles Chargers, 24-14.
All right. Next game, still in the 1 o'clock time slot. We're over on CBS now. Miami Dolphins are in Chicago playing the Bears. Both teams made big moves at the trade deadline. Who's coming out on top?
I mean, I hate to do it to you, Matthew, because I know you're watching. You always are. But the Dolphins have a really good shot to be in an AFC championship game, to be in a Super Bowl. They're loaded. I mean, Tua is playing out of his mind. The receivers, the running game. I love Raheem Mostert. And then you bring in Bradley Chubb. So I think Fields will be running for his life. This game is not going to be close. This is the pick of the week here. Miami, 35. The Bears, 7.
We were just talking about Sam Darnold. The Panthers are in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Disappointing loss this past week for the Bengals. Who do you got?
I mean, listen, Bengals did not look good, but they're better than the Carolina Panthers. And if you want to say, sure, Sharps potentially on the Panthers +7, but the Bengals are winning this game. And I think they're going to bounce back in a big way and still without Jamar Chase. But I think they counteract that by getting Joe Mixon going. You know, he's one of the best backs in the league. You wouldn't know it by watching them play this year. So give me the Bengals here. I'm going to say 28-17.
All right, next game, the disappointing Green Bay Packers, 3-5 in the season in Detroit against the Lions. I know the Lions are 1-6, but you never know here.
All I'm saying is I know it seems insane, but let me tell you, I could see the Packers winning this game, signing Odell before next game, going on like a 6-7 game winning streak, end up winning the division. We've seen Minnesota fold before.
Wow.
But specifically for this game, the Lions are cooked. I mean, let's be real here. They traded away Hawkinson, and the Packers are licking their chops at this matchup. They consistently beat the Detroit Lions. There's no two ways about it. So I think this is finally the big blowout, 300-yard, 3-touchdown game for Aaron Rodgers.
Nice.
So give me the Packers here. I'm going to actually say 42-17. Rodgers, 360 yards passing, 3 touchdowns.
Love it.
Sammy Watkins, 5 catches, $150, 2 touchdowns.
And Rodgers says, let's smoke another one. Next game, 1:00 still here on CBS. We have the Indianapolis Colts in New England, Brian's favorite team here against the Patriots. I think I may know where you're going here. What do you?
I mean, first of all, it's so tough just because, I mean, you know, of course, I want to take the Colts. I'm a little nervous, though.
But
Sam Ehlinger, rookie quarterback, or technically second year, but he didn't play last year, getting the start. Belichick making mincemeat of these inexperienced quarterbacks. But I think the Colts find a way. And one guy that's due to, like, really show up here is Jonathan Taylor, man. I mean, he was the number 1 pick in all fantasy drafts this year, has been nowhere near that. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not even in the top 100 the way he's played. And I think this is a game, and I know, Belichick takes away your best weapon, but they find a way to block well. Even though they haven't done that all season. Taylor, 150 yards, 3 touchdowns. Colts, 21-17 over the Patriots.
Oh, man, Belichick's going to be tight. Next game here, still in the 1:00 on FOX, baby. I'll never get tired of saying that. Minnesota Vikings in Washington against the Commanders. I mean, how do you not pick the Vikings here?
The Golden Boys coming home, by the way, too. I think you forget about that. Kirk Cousins,
That's right,
started in Washington for years. Obviously said you like that after beating the Packers in a playoff game. So this is tough, Tony. This is tough, and I have to say, actually, I'm going to disagree with you here.
No,
I'm going to go with the Washington Commanders. Obviously, a lot of headlines off the field, but on the field, they've been playing pretty well. There is talent on this team. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I love Antonio Gibson out of the running back position. You know, he brings that physicality. And then Terry McLaurin. And I love what Taylor Heineke does instead of Carson Wentz. And I think Carson Wentz is an unlikable guy. Taylor Heineke, his teammates rally around him. The Vikings are going to win every game the rest of the season. So give me the Commanders here. I'm going to say lower scoring than you'd imagine. Defense steps up for Washington. Total here was set at 43. I think it's going to be 14-10 Commanders over the Vikings.
Taking the under. And it seems like the whole Washington fan base rallies around Heineke, by the way.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty impressive.
It's just one of those things. It's like Mike White, but they actually let him play.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next game here, our final 1:00 game. We're going to be in Jacksonville. The Jaguars are playing the who, Brian?
The Raiders. This is tough. This is so tough. I mean, two of the more disappointing teams in the league, talent all over the field, but I don't know. After what happened last week with the Raiders, I mean, normally in this spot, I would be all over the Raiders, but they've given me no reason to take them. So I'm going to go Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, he's looked better, still looking to take that next step. And I think, Travis Etienne has looked great after a terrible week 1 and 2. So in a low-scoring game, once again, give me Jacksonville here, 21-10. Murmurs of Josh McDaniels getting canned in his first year already. Wow. It's like Al Davis has come back from the dead.
Unbelievable. Two disappointing teams. It's a damn shame. But nonetheless, we're moving on to the 4:05 time slot here. Seattle Seahawks are going to be playing the Cardinals here in Arizona. Seahawks, obviously surprising season here with Geno Smith, but maybe the Cardinals slip one past them? No?
It's just this one of those things, Tony. You know how the script ends. Where there's smoke, there's fire. It's just not working with Murray, with Kingsbury. I know Hopkins adds something, and they might get back James Conner for this game, but it's just not enough. And I just think Seattle as a team, it seems like they're a tight-knit group. They're rallying around Geno Smith. They believe in Pete Carroll. Kenneth Walker has done a good job filling in for Rashad Penny. So I think Seattle actually blows them out. Maybe Kingsbury gets canned before next game. But give me Seattle here, 34-17.
Wow. All right, next game, 4:25. You have the LA Rams in Tampa against the Buccaneers. Another one of those games where I think I know where Brian's going to be going.
Well, it's just funny, though, because I think the Bucs might have started out 2-0. Obviously, since then, 1-5, which is crazy to imagine.
It was just crazy.
So at first it seemed like, I'm in trouble. I make this 4-win prediction. They get 2 right off the bat. There's no way. And then all of a sudden, divorce is happening. All of this stuff. Todd Bowles is coming back. He tormented us for years. With the New York Jets. Obviously, the Rams don't look great either, but Cam Akers back. I guess him and Coach Sean McVay kind of sorted things out after he doesn't get moved at the trade deadline. And I think the biggest thing is here, we say, okay, Brady's going to bounce back. He doesn't bounce back. And I think the biggest thing is their offensive line sucks. So I know the Rams don't look great. I don't know if it's Stafford with the elbow. Cooper Kupp is banged up but should play. But I think Aaron Donald is going to be in his face all day. And this is, once again, a low-scoring affair here. But give me the Rams here, 16-10. Maybe Brady decides to hang him up. Probably not. But he is embarrassed at 3-6.
Wow, probably not. All right, next game. We have the 8:20 p.m. primetime NFL Sunday night NBC. Chris Collinsworth. Tennessee Titans are going to be in Kansas City against the Chiefs. Brian, battle of the 5-2 teams. Who's coming out on top?
I mean, it is tough, and it's like one of those things where teams, have to lose at some point. I mean, conceivably, could the Chiefs go 15-2? But I mean, that'd be a pretty long winning streak. But it looks like there's not confirmation on this. But it looks like Malik Willis gets to start again for Tennessee. Ryan Tannehill still banged up with the ankle. And I just don't know how you could beat Patrick Mahomes when your quarterback didn't even throw for 100 yards last game. Didn't even throw for 75 yards last game. Threw one pass in the second half. I know Derrick Henry's great, but what do you think Andy Reid's going to do? He's going to stack the box, with defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo. Wow. We saw him work wonders in New York. But I don't think this one is close. I think Tennessee, 5-2 record. It's a little premature to get too excited about them. Kansas City, 49-21 over the Titans. Patrick Mahomes putting on a clinic once again, and new Kansas City Chief Kadarius Toney will have 2 touchdowns, 110 yards receiving, and the Chiefs 6-2.
Love it, dude. And that will conclude the football frenzy.
Wow, dude. You know what I'm gonna ask you, Tony? Give me 3.
All right, dude. I'll give you 3 real quick and easy. Again, as always, I will try and pick against you to make it a little more interesting here. I guess the first one I'm gonna do, I'm picking Bills over Jets. I understand the fandom, all the juice surrounding the Jets.
Learn.
What?
One day.
No, I don't think so. Dude. Well, first of all, Brian, you were betting against them to start the season. Okay,
Right, but they've changed their minds.
Oh.
And I'm not hiding. I'm not hiding with Zach Wilson. I think he's done a terrible job. I'm not gonna hide from that. But I think there's so much good around him, and that's why I believe in the Jets.
Okay, that's great. Give me the Bills. And the next game, I'm gonna pick. Oh, you picked the Commanders, didn't you? I'm picking the Vikings over Commanders. And then I guess give me the dog and the Bears, baby. Let's go.
Staring 0-3 in the face, Tony.
I don't think so, dude.
All right, so I'm gonna go Chiefs.
Your Chief?
I'm gonna go Seahawks. And for my last one here, this is I'll just go with the Packers. I mean, come on. It's now right after that came out, I knew that was gonna be a bite. But yeah, so a full slate here on Sunday. Can't wait for it.
Brian,
and,
am I crazy? Or like I feel like they should have some more 4:00 games. Am I wrong to
Tony,
think that?
You know how I am with certain things. One obsession of mine has always been the 4:00 window because there is a influx of games at 1:00, but it would just be so nice. So I'm just trying to think about it. So non-bye week, okay, you have a Monday night football game, you have a Sunday night football. There's 32 teams in the NFL. You take away 4, that's 28. There's 14 games. So it's like, I think what would make sense, and people are like, oh no, I like the flood of games. But I say go 7-7.
Yeah, right.
But it's all West Coast.
Right. Yeah, true.
What it is. And I don't know if you've noticed this for a while. The 4:00 games were only West Coast teams. Now you start to see the Jets and like the Steelers, stuff like that. But it's like you also have to be a good team. For a while, the Jets were not in the 4:00 window. Neither were the Giants because they're not good enough. They're not because there's less games at 4. They want the better teams playing at 4.
Yeah, I do enjoy 7-7, and I the Octo box is cool, for Red Zone, but sometimes it's like it's honestly too much. And then, like I'm watching some games of Red Zone, and I want to watch other games because I know other good things are happening, but they're focused on Miami here, and I want to see what's going on in Baltimore. And I'm just like they can spread it out.
But even 9-5,
9-5 is fine. Yeah, why not, dude? Just spread the wealth a little bit more. 2 4:00 games, like I think that's kind of stupid on their part.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
Obviously you have bye weeks to work with, so that kind of changes things a little bit.
But still,
nevertheless, though, going to be an exciting week 9 in the NFL, Tony. But let's go to the NHL.
Here's Matthews. Scores! Hat-trick goal!
My goodness, this is a great shot.
Big hit on the far side by the car! He flattens Jordan's skull! Oh my goodness! That's the drop right back. Terrifying and robbed by Shesterkin. That's brilliant from Igor Shesterkin. It's a breakaway to win it in overtime. McDavid scores the winner in overtime.
I'm here.
Tony, I'm counting on you for an in-depth analysis, an in-depth justification of the Rangers falling to your other team, the Bruins, 5-2 last night. I want to hear the poetic justice of why it's okay to get embarrassed by the Bruins. Please tell me.
All right, first of all, calm down. All right. Listen, obviously last night, not the outcome you're looking for. It wasn't necessarily an embarrassment, but obviously you don't love to lose to the Bruins in the Garden. And I mean, this was a game where we talked about the Rangers coming out hot and, putting up one on the board early on the Bruins and kind of coming out there and hitting the Bruins hard with, both physicality, puck movement, anything, and getting them on their heels of their skates. But the Rangers did not do that. Mike and I actually listened to the first few minutes of the first period together in the car. And Mike, what do they have first? They had a nice power play opportunity, a couple minutes into the game here. And what do? They do squat with it. They barely actually possess the puck during the power play. And the Bruins, believe it or not, had some good chances on Shesterkin being a man down. And, I think that pretty much kind of summed up the rest of the game right there. That was the tone that the Rangers set, which was just sloppy play, poor puck movement, not making good decisions, just not kind of, following the puck into zones, not controlling it. And the Bruins were able to put one up on the Rangers. Actually, it's ironic because I think it was Pasternak that got the first goal of the game. And he was the one who gave up that penalty to start off, to put the Rangers in the power play. He comes out of the box and he comes out firing, rested, fresh legs, and he's able to score quickly. On the Rangers here. And obviously, I talked about the Bruins, what are they, 9-1 now in the season? They are a great team. They're really rallying around their new head coach. They have great leadership in Bergeron and Pasternak. They have veteran players. They have some young guys as well. Taylor Hall looked really good for the Bruins last night. Also, former Devil. He really came into his own since leaving New Jersey. They have some phenomenal pieces. So, like I said, the Rangers really had their work cut out for them last night. And I mean, 0-2 in the power play. Face-offs, 16 face-offs they won. To the Bruins 25. I mean, we talked about, the improvement they had on winning faceoffs. They got spanked in the faceoff circle by the Bruins last night. And of course, again, like the Bruins just seemed like they were the more tenacious team last night, that they just wanted more. I think it's really what it came down to. Again, Bruins going up 1 early. It did kind of, you could tell it hurt the Rangers. You saw it from their attitude on the ice. They have to do a better job in just kind of adjusting and getting through it. And they did, I suppose, okay, with kind of trying to answer back here. Jimmy Vesey answered back in the second period. But other than those 2 goals, I mean, there obviously wasn't much offense. It was 1-1 going to the third. And then they just let the Bruins skate all over them in the third. 4 goals in the third for them, only 1 by Adam Fox. And of course, obviously 3 of those goals by the Bruins were unanswered. The Rangers just kind of rolled over in that third period on them. I mean, the Bruins were in complete control. And it's not really a question of talent necessarily. We know the Rangers have good talent. We know the Bruins do as well. The Rangers just have to get out there and, I guess their biggest problem was just probably giving up that puck so much, because they played a physical game. You saw some big hits last night by them to try and, rally the team, but it just didn't work. I feel like, normally those big teams, those big hits, I should say, kind of ignite the rest of the team. And you just didn't really see that, I feel. So I don't know. Like I said, it wasn't really necessarily a talent aspect, because we can hang with the Bruins talent-wise. I mean, we have the ability in our players. But again, they just have to just be more tenacious, be smarter. I think maybe they're a little nervous or something. First time seeing the Bruins this season. Obviously, we know they were on the roll. So it's just a super, super tough loss here. But I guarantee you, we see the Bruins again later in the season. I think it's going to be a different game.
Couple things.
What do you got?
First thing that pops off the page here, amount of shots. Okay. So you're making
Very
Allmark do no work. 20 shots defended. You score twice. And then Shesterkin has to block 36 shots. So, what is that? We saw at times last year, and even after they made all those acquisitions at the trade deadline, where they struggled to score. And it's like, I'm sorry, no matter what sport we're talking about, I have no patience for an inept offense. And I think, like you said, the talent is there, but the execution's got to be better.
Yeah. I mean, of course, the Bruins did come out hot with that 1 goal, and it just seemed like Rangers were trying to force things. They knew they were we're down 1. Even in the third period, we're down. We need to score now. We just need, obviously third period, it's a little more haste to the level of play. But I mean, hey, you're down 1 in the first period, stick to your game. All right. There's no reason to kind of panic. There's no reason to force passes. Bruins were making mistakes too. Bruins were making mistakes. They had 18 giveaways, right? That means they turned over the puck 18 times. They were playing really quick hockey. They were playing a little bit sloppy hockey. That's why, there wasn't much scoring in the first 2 periods. Both teams were kind of playing a little sloppily. Rangers have to take advantage of that. They have to take advantage. They have to tie it up quick, get a 1-goal lead or something like that. They were playing kind of nervous, dude. And because of that, you don't get good offense. You don't get shots on net. And Allmark, I mean, the guy's undefeated. He hasn't lost this season yet.
Right.
You have to challenge him hard, early, and often, And if you don't do that, I mean, he's chilling all night, And it does suck because, the Rangers are better than that. They can have more offense. I think it's just a matter of maybe some time here. I think it's losses like this that kind of wake some people up, I think. I mean, they just have to do a better job is what it is. It just has to be better.
And 2 questions. The first one, you say, well, they just have to improve upon this. My question to you is how? What are they going to do that will improve upon this? In your eyes?
So one thing, like I said, is stick to their strategy. They're an incredibly quick team and they can use space, right? I feel like when they were kind of getting panicky, they all kind of just go towards the puck. Like they all just skate towards the puck. When in reality, it should be maybe 1 or 2 guys skating towards the puck, and then Panarin should be going on the wing, getting ready for a pass. They're all just kind of swarming to this puck, and all of a sudden, all these Rangers are bunched up, and you have a nice Bruins defensive line across the ice, and you're not getting past that. Right. When you guys are out of position. So stick to your guns. Just kind of stay calm. It's going to be the process. You just got to trust it.
Second question, how would you grade? So through 12 games, 6-4, 2 overtime losses as well. So technically 6-6. What would be your grade for the Rangers up to this point of this season?
Like, do you want a letter grade? Or
yeah.
Do you want like a letter grade? I guess like a C+.
That's not good enough.
No, it's not good enough. Of course not. Like I mentioned, it's things on the ice. Gallant could be in practice telling them strategy all day. If the Rangers aren't out there properly executing it, I mean, it's kaput.
And I know I'm being a dead horse, but is it possible that they're sick of his voice?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of tough to say. They're still a young team. It's still early in the season. It's really hard sometimes to rally young guys and to get them to think not so one-dimensionally. I don't think maybe they're sick of his voice. I think he has to try another medium to get to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you have to really I'm sure Gallant is pretty old school and it's just like pounding in reps at practice or something. Like he's going to have to change something up to make these guys click, And I think that's what it kind of boils down to.
It's a shame. And I know I'm very I just think
anti-Gallant,
and then look at unrealistic situations. But I'm just saying, if Marty St. Louis was our coach, I think the players would be so much more responsive because they could relate to him.
Mm-hmm. I would love that, dude. I'd rally around St. Louis.
Yeah, and even Hank.
Yeah, true. I don't know. Hank is.
I think he's ripped, honestly, on set.
You think he is?
Do you kind of think so?
Honestly, it's very possible. Think about it now. I always just kind of thought he was maybe just nervous being on set.
But he's like,
and he kind of does an eye twitch sometimes, and he kind of looks like sometimes like a deer in headlights. Like, oh shit, like he wasn't really paying attention. So
right.
I mean, if I were him, I'd probably be a little ripped on set. But yeah, St. Louis. I mean, talk about someone who just. I mean, not only is he, you saw the Rangers as a team rally around him when he played to kind of have a big playoff push. And then someone who's just, an incredible hockey IQ. And I'm sure can just think so far outside the box in terms of, how to teach players what to do. That would be a phenomenal acquisition. You see what he's doing for the Canadiens. Look, last season when he got hired, I think they went on they were in 8 out of their next 10 games or some crazy shit like that. So, but it's just not going to happen, Brian.
I know. So I don't know. It's just one of those things that you feel like you see it coming from a mile away. And I relate it to the Jets, for instance. Like you knew Gase wasn't the long-term coach.
Right.
You knew Todd Bowles wasn't the long-term coach. Like in basketball, the Nets, you knew Steve Nash wasn't the long-term coach. So that's the tough part. I just feel like there's a 0% chance, even in 3 seasons, that he's the head coach. It just is overwhelming feeling that I have.
I'll tell you something right now. If they don't make it to the conference finals this season, Gallant's got to go because that's your second year right there. And to have a second year as a coach and to have a worse season,
right? It's
no good. It's not even worth the third, because you're not making the right adjustments, you're not doing the right things, and I think this game is like a perfect example of the things that he's been doing wrong. I cannot stress this enough. The Rangers are an incredibly talented team. The Garden was rocking last night. They had the retro jerseys on. Everyone was pumped about it. This is one of those games that, so what, you're down 1-0 early, like he has to put those guys in the right mindset to be like, just like stick to your guns, X's and O's right now. Just bang it. Okay. Just hammer our strategy here. And the Bruins, who made mistakes, you weren't able to capitalize because you were out of position. It's no good. All right. He's got to like sit them down and calm them down, sort of deal. And again, maybe it's I'm sure it's a little tough. I mean, I'm not going to blame Trouba, but I mean, he's your captain too, but he's young. He's probably one of those guys who's also a little uneasy, and he's your defenseman too. If you're a captain who's your defenseman is blowing some defensive assignments here, if he seems panicky, the rest of the team's gonna be panicky, So they need someone to really just anchor them.
Then I know I obsess over this too, but any just slight % chance that possible uneven start has to do with a indifferent reaction to Trouba being named captain instead of Kreider, instead of Panarin, instead of Zibanejad.
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, the team votes,
Yeah.
Like, so the team voted for Trouba. Like, I mean, I'm sure the reaction isn't indifferent.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure this was something that they sat down and talked about. And like I said, they vote on who's captain. It's not like Gallant appoints the captain or,
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, they chose Trouba. Trouba's been really good, honestly. A little bit early in the season, not so good. Last night, he had no shot attempts. He was -3 on the ice. Only 2 blocked shots. That's not great. 4 hits though. Led the team in hits. You like to see that, but I mean, other than that, where's Trouba? 2 blocked shots, dude. Like, lay down a little more.
Yeah.
Get risk your body. Put it in front of the pucks. Don't let them get shots off. Team sees that, they're gonna rally around you. Come on.
Yeah, and I just hope too. Everyone out there, might think, oh, I'm being negative about the Rangers. It's like, I love the Rangers. I loved the run last year. It was so exciting, and I just know that there's so much talent on this team. I just don't want to waste an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I know it's early in the season, but it's like you don't just hang around and then go on a run. Like, you got to be consistent all year. So I really hope that we see a different Rangers team here, in the next couple weeks.
I think we will, dude, because you look at their schedule right now. They have Detroit next on Sunday, the nice 5:00 game on Sunday, and then Islanders at this is a nice little home stretch here. Islanders at home on Tuesday, then Detroit again in Detroit on Thursday. Then you're in Nashville, back home against the Coyotes. Then you have the Kraken. Then you have the Sharks. Then you have the Ducks. Then the Kings. And then you're home for Oilers and Devils. I mean, how many games does it just have? 8 to 10 games? You should be going 8-2 these 10 games.
But will you?
Yeah, I mean, will they? I mean, yeah, okay.
But Tony, like I said, we're on the same team.
I know.
This isn't me talking about the Mets here, okay? Like,
it kind of feels like it, Brian. But nonetheless, dude, I'm telling you, like, these next 10 games, I mean, I think this is when you go on a run. This is when you find yourself, find your attitude, find your chemistry. Just lay down the gauntlet right here. This is going to be, I'm telling you, this next 10 games, lay down the rest of the season. This is huge, bud. And against these teams, like I mentioned, like Red Wings may give you a little bit of a problem. Islanders will. Kings might. But other than that, I mean, Kraken, Predators, Sharks. Come on, dude.
And I get Halak out of there. Send him down. Send him to Hartford, please. And I hate to use this analogy, Tony, but I have to. Right now, this Rangers, especially you think about the season they had last year,
right?
I feel like they're in a very similar spot that the 2017 going on 2018 Yankees were. You know what I mean? No one expected them to be there, almost make it to the World Series last year, almost make it to the Stanley Cup.
Right.
And it's like, let's not have a similar trajectory the next 5 years. Like, let's excel. That's why it's so important.
Mm-hmm. Right
now is the time. Not, we got plenty of time. No. Right now is the time. So I really hope that we see that. And small slate tonight. And by the way, I did add up the points. So today is the last day of picks because World Series will be over by Monday. And you had a nice night. I didn't. So it's 40-38. So there's a chance here,
baby.
I botch it. You might have the comeback of the century. Bugaboo, Tony. So something to keep in mind. You're not doing your job. For sure. Like the finish on this puppy. I guess Friday. You know, they don't want to compete with the NBA, but NBA is big on Thursday too. So I don't know why they do this, but only 2 games and kind of weird. A 2:00 game today between the Avalanche at home against the Blue Jackets. So Avalanche. So that's a 1:00 game on a Friday for the Avalanche. Colorado. Why not put it at 8? Pack the building. What are we doing here?
What do you mean? They want you to take off work and start drinking early.
Oh yeah, take off work. Pass out by 8. Why? Get to the arena at 5. Start tailgating outside. I mean, come on.
Get to the arena now. Start tailgating.
It would be sick to go to a
Avalanche game. I know, dude. Especially now, Michael might be a Colorado fan with Georgiev over there, dude.
Really? I didn't hear about this.
Never.
No?
Is he just making this up on the phone?
But you're a big Georgie guy.
He's just Bulgarian. I would support him.
Oh,
yeah, it's dope, dude.
Okay. I mean, hey, Avalanche are fun.
You met the Stanley Cup winning Colorado Avalanche team from
I did in 03. No, it was 04.
So you met Patrick Watt?
I met what was that dude? Joe Sakic.
Peter
Forsberg.
Wait, Joe Sakic.
I have a hat from them.
He's the GM of the Avalanche.
They gave me a hat. Yeah, he is. They
Mr. Greenwood. Shout out Mr. Greenwood.
Wow.
He brought us to Winter Wonderland of Ice in Bridgeport.
And
they were doing like a tour.
Wow.
They had the cup.
What a time it must have been to be the Avalanche. Be like, hey, we're going to go to Bridgeport and bring the cup.
Yeah, right.
me.
Yeah.
And little did they know they would play in the Coyotes arena in 2022 and it'd be the same thing.
The same thing? Yeah.
Anyway, Tony, so we'll go 1 game apiece. Of course, you pick up the litter here. So if you do go 4-0, I go 0-4. You'd win by 2, 3-1. I go 0-4. You win by 1.
I think we know the combinations here.
I'm just laying it out there. But first, sometimes struggles with the math, so I just want to make sure he has it down pat.
Oh man. All right. Wow, dude. What a turnaround for this bet here. I guess I gotta go with the safe here. I gotta go Avalanche here. At home against Columbus.
Gorgie confirmed. Watch fucking what's his name? Francois was starting.
All right. What are you taking, Buffalo? What are you gonna do?
Well, first, I'm curious. Is this a blowout or? I mean, because we're body clock, Tony. Watch out for that body clock.
I mean, I understand body clock, dude. They're at home. They're chilling in Colorado. They're used to the atmosphere. I know you got Goudreau over there in Colorado coming up here, but I mean, look at Columbus. They scored 4 goals in the past 3 games here. If you want to even get it further, it's 5 goals in the past 4 games here. They got blown out by the Devils, who I called it 7-1, Michael. How crazy is that?
The Devils won.
7-1.
Dude, they are on fire.
They really are, bro. Unbelievable.
Did they win 4-3?
What?
I thought I just looked at
I'm saying it's Columbus, though.
Like. Oh, okay. No. I thought you were talking about last night. That's why I was just confused we met. Sorry about that.
Just confused we met.
Just confused we met, too.
Yeah.
And they got shot by the Bruins, too. So I would think Colorado here, who's kind of a disappointing start here, 4-1. I would think Georgiev comes in here, gets his first career shutout as a Avalanche, and give me Colorado. I'd say 4-0. Let's do it, dude.
And this is first of all, I just need to make an announcement here. Plus, actually, okay, so last year, of course, and who's saying hello here?
I follow you if you can burp.
Never heard of him, but welcome to the show.
Does he not? I mean, I burped, bro. You gotta give us a follow now.
Right.
Subscribe on YouTube.
But anyway, last year, the
Barnes isn't like that.
Yeah. You don't like that?
No. I'm honest though. I'm honest.
No, exactly. I could just tell it's like not his comedy.
Yeah.
Like immediate quietness.
I don't think I've ever really heard Brian burp. To be honest, you're not a belcher?
No.
It's not that. It's just like that's when it's natural.
Yeah. When it's not.
Oh, dude, this guy says week 1. To be honest.
Wow. Okay. No. We're not doing this. But anyway, Predators were my weak spot last year. They ended up hurting me again. This year, it's been the Sabres, and you know what? I'm attacking them head on. I'm going with the Hurricanes. This one in Carolina. Antti Raanta, the former Ranger, in net against Comrie. And I honestly wish I knew about this game earlier, just because the fact I know tickets are less. Tickets are less expensive in Carolina. Choker's always telling me, he just had a game last week. If I knew, honestly, I would have flown down tonight for the game because I think it's going to be a fun game. But next time, I definitely want to go to a game. That's for sure.
Next time.
But I think the Hurricanes make mince meat of Buffalo. Say, just relax. I know you've had a nice start. 5-1 Hurricanes over the Sabres.
You better be careful, dude. The past couple times you've picked against the Sabres, I feel like.
Well, what are they going to win every game, Tony?
Well, no.
I'm just asking the question.
That's what you said about the Predators last year, too.
But also, actually, no. I was thinking that they played last night. That was the night before. All the days just bled together.
I know, especially during the week, dude, when it's just like all materials and stuff. Yo, you'd be proud of Mike and I. We moved some plywood yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Out back here?
Yeah, for the Nolan.
Splinters, dude.
Did you get splinters?
No.
Oh,
We're professionals.
Half-inch plywood or 3/4?
What
Probably 3/4.
Really? Really heavy stuff because 3/4 is heavy.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. They're
3/4 was the fancy stuff, dude.
Tongue and groove?
They had the what?
Tongue and groove?
Tongue and groove, yeah, all day.
I feel like you were a big wood shop guy back in the day.
But I didn't. No.
I wish wood shop in the day.
I just like what's wood that I need?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. I got you.
There's more professionals.
What's wood that I need?
But we know this is why Michael's sitting next to me. It's time for the.
Oh, okay.
Oh my!
I thought you were going to the world of NBA.
Pack reveal. All right. Can I get some music?
Oh God!
Never prepared, this guy.
I know, it's ridiculous. Oh God, dude, he says.
No, and you weren't here. I was asking him, what's that song that they play for all the introductions in the arena?
Yeah. What is
Are
that?
you talking about like why don't you just type that in? NBA. Are you talking about Chicago Bulls one? And like the Chicago Bulls intro, classic one.
No, it's not specific to one team. Like Providence used to do it all the time.
Dude, play play Chicago Bulls. Yeah, there. Look, that's it. I'm telling you.
All right, let's hear
Click
it.
it.
It's by the Alan Parsons Project.
Wait, let's hear this.
Is there like a longer
Can you
one?
click it?
Okay.
Instructions.
I know.
Unbelievable.
Can you turn the volume up, please?
Yes.
Dude.
Good stuff, dude.
Thank you. I knew
because you did this when we did it originally.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's how you would start.
That's it. I love it.
Let's see what we got. I'm feeling some good cards.
I feel it. 2-card pack Friday, Tony.
Let's do it.
His face.
Says it all.
You've been talking about this for weeks. Number 23, LeBron
James.
Dude.
Hold it up to the camera, Brian. Let's go. Yep, there's the camera.
The king.
Wow.
I really didn't think we were getting him. I really didn't.
After we get Dwayne Wade, of course.
After we get to
naturally.
No, but that's so weird how that works out. Renee picked the packs too. And she's not here, but
here.
Renee knew it. Renee knew something special was on the way. This might be a big pack, another all-star.
Let's go, baby.
Tobias.
Wow.
And I think we have one already or no? Or am
I don't think so. No, I think
Covington's probably good.
So Harris, obviously 3D, pretty good guy.
Pretty good
guy that I like. Struggles with injury, though. Immense potential. At one time, thought to be maybe the next LeBron James. Michael Porter Jr.
Wow, that's a sick pick.
So
he's still young.
He gets it together, gets the back straightened out.
Yeah,
that's
dude. Wow, that's a big pack.
And this is probably the best pack we've ever had. This guy is not crazy, but I know you'll like it. From the New York Knicks, Emmanuel Quickly.
Hell yeah.
So IQ in the building.
This is the best pack we've had.
Best pack we've had.
Hands down, best pack
we've had.
Friday,
another pack. Baby. We'll watch 4 Isaac Okoro's.
Watch we get LeBron as a rookie with his jersey.
Dude, that'd be fucking crazy, dude.
Is that card actually in these packs?
I don't know.
Oh,
they have crazy cards like that, though.
Yeah.
Love.
Kevin Love.
Love.
LeBron's
we're
shoes
going with
be
a repeat, but it's a good repeat. From the Houston Rockets, Jalen Green.
That is a great repeat.
So
that is a
we
sick
know about
repeat.
the talent.
Go get him some water.
Yeah, get him some water, people.
That Jalen Green is.
You have 2 bottles in front of you, Michael.
From the Washington Wizards, Davis Bertans.
Wow, not bad. He's straight.
Former Spur.
Yep.
You're gonna like this. A repeat card from the New York Knicks, RJ Barrett.
Let's go. Which one is that? The same one we have?
I think it's different, right? Didn't we have
this is a
special one?
Oh, cool. This is a younger RJ one.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
All right,
the
last card, the last pick, a guy from the Pistons. I've always thought he has talent. He's young. He's up and coming. I believe he went to Gonzaga. Killian Hayes.
Oh, yeah.
So first round pick a couple years ago, right?
Yep.
So a guy with potential.
Was he on the Spurs? No.
Love Gonzaga.
No,
He's
just
just found Detroit.
No.
Renee,
Renee,
look at we owe you.
We owe you.
LeBron James first card. You pick the
You pick the pack.
Let's go.
She's dancing.
On air pound right now.
On air pound.
I mean,
Look at that poll.
Unbelievable.
It's a great poll. We got
Tony
RJ.
can't believe it. Tony can't believe it.
I can't believe it, dude.
He's shocked.
It's unbelievable.
Oh man,
That is sick. Yeah, hell yeah.
That is
Unbelievable.
right there.
Oh, Renee.
That is like a ticket to the chocolate factory. You know, like those gold tickets. Is that what it was? The golden tickets.
I love it. The Wizard of
Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka.
Me, movie reference.
Tony's not even paying attention.
No. Tony's like making funny faces over there.
I mean, Tony.
What about Willy Wonka?
We made a
Golden
movie
tickets?
reference.
Yeah, Willy Wonka. I mean, I thought you'd be excited.
I don't know, dude.
Oh my.
Do you really like Willy Wonka?
But the golden tickets look cool though. I have to say, golden
they
tickets
do.
look cool.
Big golden ticket guy.
Well, your boy,
Goldstein, Rich.
Goldstein.
Yes.
We
He
saw
was
him
Willy
in
Wonka.
Sanford as Willy Wonka.
Oh, okay.
He has the golden ticket, dude.
Yes. That is true. I forgot about that. The video. Tony, you have it?
Pull it up.
I can pull it up right now. Yeah.
Yeah, pull it up. Pull it up.
He'll laugh. Tony.
Oh, you're talking about the
The
reel.
short. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did see that
okay,
one.
he saw it.
Unless you want to show the fans. I don't know.
No, it's okay.
All right.
No,
we'll
they can
say-
watch it on Instagram.
On the
dude.
archives, exactly.
Hell yeah.
It's in the archives.
So we go from high energy, we go from positivity, and I guess just quickly, Tony, we could go to the world of maybe
2-2, he got him swinging. The back-to-back strikeouts for Robbie Ray. There's damage right there. Shohei, way, Cy-Yo, not where did that land? Stuck to Chapman, who leaps up and grabs it.
Story spins and fires. Out at first.
There it goes. See ya. Home run, Aaron Judge.
the Yankees. Honestly, though, I know vibes are down now, this topic, but it's honestly making me excited, though. I can't wait till we can produce and call a game.
Oh.
That is going to be so exciting.
I know you guys would be great. Tony and Barnes on the call would be amazing.
Yeah,
I
by
know
the
what
way,
you're going to say. Oh, actually, no, you go
my
first.
mother here saying good morning.
Oh, hey.
Telling me to answer my phone. I have not answered my phone. No cheesecake for you this weekend, Barnes.
Oh.
And then the burp was bad. Charlie has the golden ticket.
Charlie has the golden ticket.
So
yeah,
Nice.
He's got the golden ticket. I was going to ask you because we're talking about calling games and stuff, and I know what you're going to say here, but I'm going to ask you anyway. I know you always preface questions like this, but
Joe Buck.
Stanley Cup Game 7 Rangers, Game 7 Mets World Series. What would you rather call?
What would I rather call?
Call, not see, but call.
See, it's a very you can go, Renee. That's actually a really good question because they're two like totally different sports to be calling. One is gonna have so much like downtime, no pun intended. The other one, there's no downtime at all. It's just calling the whole time. I did call some hockey in college for some projects.
Wow, that'd be cool.
So give me Game 7 Rangers, baby, at the Garden too. Why not, dude?
Wow.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Okay. And
Let's do
then
it.
same question for you. Knicks Game 7, Jets Super Bowl. What are you calling?
Jets.
Wow.
Yeah,
Did you
dude.
expect that one?
No, honestly, did not.
Yeah, Jets.
I would have gone Knicks.
Wow.
Although it makes
I've been a
sense.
longer Jets
yeah,
fan
longer Jets fan.
Then
yeah.
the Knicks.
Dude,
Right.
the Jets are
Devils?
the squad.
Game 7 Devils, 7
No,
Cup.
he's not going to take
No,
the
not even
Devils
gonna-
over the Jets.
The
Come on.
Knicks or the
No,
Jets.
no.
Not even with the
No
Knicks.
way.
Jets, dude.
No
It's
Jets.
way.
dude. It's been tough.
Devils, Knicks though.
I've
Still
watched a
Knicks?
lot. Devils, Knicks.
Yeah.
Knicks.
Oh, Knicks
No,
Bulls.
no,
Knicks
no,
Bulls.
Knicks Bulls.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough. Knicks.
Yeah. Oh,
Wow, okay,
he's just
okay.
saying that.
But it's funny too, Tony, because you're saying like, oh, the Jets over the Knicks, this and that. And it's funny because like I'm sure firsthand with the Mets, you'd expect, oh my God, we talk about like pain and suffering and just like not getting what we want. No. But the point I'm making is you think that's bad. Like you don't know the Jets.
Yeah,
like
you have no idea.
It's like literally it's not even a conversation. At least
Yeah,
the Mets make the
86.
playoffs and
Yeah.
have won multiple World Series.
Yeah.
Like, no, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm saying it's just a whole different animal.
Whole.
I suppose you're right.
Are the Houston Astros a whole different animal after winning Game 5 last night in Philadelphia?
I mean, definitely surprising win last night for them. I mean, I didn't really expect, I guess, the way they kind of played Syndergaard for the Phillies. I was kind of surprised.
Why? What are you
I
doing?
mean,
right?
I understand he gave up 2 runs and everything, but I mean, he went 3 innings, right? Total.
Yeah, I mean,
and obviously it was nothing great because there's 3 runs, gave up 3 innings rather, 2 earned runs, 3 hits, a home run. But he got 4 Ks, no walks, only threw 44 pitches. Why? Like, I don't get that. I don't understand what happened.
Put him up against Verlander, who finally gets the monkey off his back, winning his first World Series game. It wasn't great. I mean, he had 4 walks, but he only gave up 1 run.
Right.
4 hits, but only went 5 innings.
Right. So nothing like that he's been doing all season, regular season, that is.
Right. So,
I don't know. Pretty tough. Even, obviously we know his World Series numbers aren't great, but it's just so weird that Syndergaard only went through. Like, why? Would you think he was out, checked out? He was like, yeah, I don't want to do this.
Maybe it was a plan. It could have been a plan the whole time, I have to say. But we have to do this.
What happened to Noah last night?
3 innings he went, 2 earned runs.
2 earned runs, yeah.
What? They pulled him after 2?
After 3.
After 3
earned
so
runs.
he probably came to he's like, you know what? I don't feel like pitching anymore.
I think it was a plan in game feel, but we have to do this because we had a whole segment on this a couple of weeks ago. Put up right now, Chas McCormick catch. I know you've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
And I just, if anybody out there, you could comment on where you think it ranks. I mean, I think what did we say Edmonds was the best or no?
Yeah, I think so.
Over Mays. We said Edmonds over Willie Mays.
Mays wasn't really that like great.
Yeah, what I think you commented or no? Were you watching
it wasn't that crazy.
Right? And like but it's Willie Mays. Like
no, everybody just
bow to your feet. Like
bow to your feet.
Bow to your feet, Bowser.
That's a bite.
Got here. There's definitely be an ad, ESPN.com.
An ad, and then some other BS that they're going to throw in there.
Dude, and then in the meantime, we'll share the screen here, kill the audio.
Copyright.
Get down. And you can't even skip these ads. It's so stupid.
Oh,
dude.
my God. It's ridiculous.
So let's make sure we're up. Yeah,
it's annoying that actually you can't do the volume. Kind of makes it more exciting, but obviously we don't want to get the boot.
I know, but it's 47 seconds. You think we just bite the bullet here?
Well, can we slide it through or no?
Do playback speed times 1.50.
Okay, I hear you.
All right, yeah, just don't do it. Don't do it.
Playback speed 1.0. Here we go, and oh my God, off the wall, dude.
And then I'm sure they'll do a slow-mo at the end here because that was the game. Literally the game right there.
That was literally the game. McCormick grabbing the wall.
I mean, that's a tough catch.
That cage hurts.
And
better
to
than
hold
Mays or
it,
no?
dude, to hold it. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I would say, not the best catch ever, but
I mean, for a World Series in the 9th inning, it might be though.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like when you're,
I mean, 2-2 series, game 5, right?
No, I mean it's crazy.
No, yeah, I mean, but when you rate these catches, you can't put like the circumstance, and it's just the catch, right? Am I wrong?
Yes, I'm just saying that adds to it. But so I mean, I don't know, man. It's tough. But you know what it is? I was talking to Mike, actually, his name is, over at ABC Supply. He's a huge Yankee fan, just like me. And he was just, he's asking about what we're doing in the offseason, and he's talking about, it's annoying the Astros. And I'm like, listen. At the end of the day, Tony, sure, be nice. Oh, the Phillies win. But it's like, I'm never gonna be somebody that cares about another team winning. It doesn't matter. It only matters if you win, and you know that.
Maybe you lost.
That's the point. That's why I don't care. Right? I mean, it's like you're not excited. That the Warriors won last year. You were so excited, right?
Oh, so pumped, dude.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Oh, you were so excited the Avalanche won last year, right? No.
Actually, I mean, it was just nice to see them win.
What? But I don't like spite victories. There's no such thing. Either you win or you don't.
What?
I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, by saying, oh, well, the Astros beat us, so we don't want them to win. It's like,
no, never do that. No.
It just doesn't matter. That's the point I'm trying to make. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is I feel like the series is over. However, the one silver lining here is the Astros, I think, are 1-6, their last 7 home playoff games, World Series.
Oh, nice.
But 2 games for the Phillies. I mean, I know they have the off day tonight. I mean, what would you say percent over this series?
Percent over?
Like, meaning, like, what are the chances that this series is over in your eyes? Like, there's no, you know what I mean?
Like they lose the next game, you mean?
Yeah, basically, or, the other, but just the fact, okay, I'm phrasing it confusing. I got it. All right. I would say percentage chance that the Phillies win game 6 and 7 in Houston.
12%.
I'm going to say 3%. Michael?
2.
Yeah, so Unlikely.
Very unlikely.
Do we get game 7? Everything's rigged. So we get a game 7 or no?
I mean, I don't think everything's rigged, but I mean, I said Astros in 7, so I'm sticking to my guns.
Yeah, I think we'll get a 7th game, but then Altuve, it's they're a dynasty. It's crazy, all that, but whatever. That's what we got. Let's just kill the offseason. That's all we can do at this point, right?
Yeah, no, exactly, dude.
Anything on the Mets?
Did you hear? Actually, I did hear that.
Marte surgery.
No.
Recovery, should be ready for spring training. You didn't hear that? Core surgery?
Well, I did hear that, but that's not what I was going to say. Apparently, there was a report saying that Cohen, and I guess Stein and Howe over there met, and they were saying they're not going to
bid against each other.
Yeah, bid against each other.
Yeah,
which is so crazy. That doesn't make any sense.
Don't bite the hand that feeds you. You know
who feeds him? Who feeds who?
Well, I think there's a general revenue sharing between teams or something. I don't know.
Right, but it's like, oh, we're buddies, so I'm not gonna try.
Well, and then I think, without saying it, they're like, all right, we'll stay away from DeGrom, we'll stay away from Judge. Done. I think that's kind of what they're saying, and it just makes it easier. You don't have to compete against another team when you know there's going to be multiple teams competing for your guy anyway.
I guess so, but why not go out there and get the best guys for your team?
I haven't done this in a while.
Oh, you kicked it out?
Oh man, that's actually all
it's
the way
deep in
down.
there. Yeah, you got to get down there, dude.
I know.
Let's watch it here live in real time, as they say.
I said word. Ain't never told no lie. Real in this, Tony, or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Michael's like, what the hell is
yeah,
going
exactly.
on?
The whole audience is wondering what you're doing.
Gentleman Jack. Little bit of an oddball.
He did the sound by a little bit of an oddball.
Is it done?
What I was gonna say is, I guess I didn't even hear the interview. I don't need to hear the nonsense. But basically, Aaron Boone yesterday on the Michael Kay show said that
my God,
they don't really need to do much with the roster. The guys are there, just gotta produce. And then they're gonna have a press conference with Cashman, I'm sure, announcing an extension this afternoon. But you know what it is? Despite all that, Michael, you know it. Just win. Just whatever. You know what I mean? It's not what we want. It's not how we want it, but just do it.
Dude, they have to.
What's the terms of the extension for you, Tony, as far as years for Cashman? What do you think?
The terms of
he doesn't have a contract. They're going to announce an extension today. How many years do you think it is?
You think he'll do a 1-year deal?
No.
3?
Yeah, I was going to say 3.
Yeah.
Or they might match it up with Boone. I don't know if there's 2 years left.
Give them both a 1-year deal. Why not? Why not?
I would
Short
love Hal to
leash,
say
1-year deal.
Our expectations were not met this year. He talks so weird. I don't know what it is, but I would love him to say, "This is it. We've given both Brian and Aaron an ultimatum. We need to bring a world championship back to New York." But he won't say it. That's what's so annoying.
I think who's on the Fan 101.9 at before this show.
Before this show, so Boomer and Gio.
Yeah, okay. So they were saying how they wish he would just be they could interview him.
Oh, I heard that. I was listening to that.
Yeah, and he was saying was I would ask him, do you care about losing money or losing baseball games?
He would go, that's not what the Yankees have ever been about. Get very stern and shut up.
Do you like Gio?
No,
me neither.
But I like Boomer, so that's why I listen to the show. But I just feel like it's Gio acts like he's some big celebrity.
He does.
Nobody would know you walking down the street. And also, I know I'm very sensitive to thinking things are funny or not. But his impersonations are not funny.
No, nothing about it.
He imitates Francesa. It's stop talking. It's not.
I don't know which one that is.
Well, Boomer, former Jet quarterback, former league MVP.
Dude, was he a league MVP?
Yes. Probably 76.
1976.
I gotta look actually this up.
I didn't know
he's in his 60s. So would that make sense? Boomer Esiason.
What a weird name, huh?
Okay, so he was drafted. No, it wasn't 76. He was drafted in 84. He's from East Islip, New York.
Oh, Long Island.
All right, so league MVP 1988. So I was 12 years off. Everyone says he looks like Phil Sims. No, he's
I can
61.
see that, I guess. No, you said 77.
Right. I know what you're saying.
Played for the Bengals?
Played for the Bengals.
Oh, no. Did he play with Collinsworth?
Yes.
Oh, did he go to the Super Bowl with the Bengals?
Yes.
When Collinsworth dropped the pass in the fourth quarter and they lost the game?
Yes.
You son of a bitch.
left-handed quarterback. I think came to the Jets and they had a tough run because Richie Kotite was the coach,
Dude,
the worst coach in franchise history.
Look at the haircut, Michael.
Yeah.
That haircut is atrocious.
Wow, that's Boomer.
Yeah, dude. Back in the day.
Because you've seen him on like, the NFL.
Dude, look at
He's on the pregame show, CBS.
I never.
Dude, look at the champion jersey, bro.
Maybe not even paying attention, but it's been in front of you.
Yeah, probably.
Dude, this is dope, dude. The little
this
hand warmer.
This is a better picture.
Yeah, way better.
Yes.
Dude, look at him. Dude,
I'm
the jersey's sweet. Dude.
Just look at him.
Just look at him, dude. Now this is him. Oh.
No, I've always been a fan of Boomer. Honestly.
This is a really crystal clear picture for back in '85 or whatever.
Yeah. Big Met fan, Tony. So you'd like him.
I know. That's why I don't like him, honestly. I feel like his takes on the Mets are super annoying.
Wait, but are you just saying because I said the thing about moving in the fences or not?
No. I feel like I hear about him on Twitter all the time. I'm like, dude, this guy needs to just shut up.
It's your everything to say 1 game, 1 inning, 1 out. Like he's 1 at bat.
Yeah, sick, dude. Thank you. My mother says goodbye, and she says love you specifically to
Sayonara.
Bye.
Bye, Mom.
But the only thing I wanted to mention here, as we wrap it up, Worldwide Technology Championship at Mayakoba, Tony. Sam Ryder, 13 under par.
No way.
Leads by 4. Over
13 under. Very impressive.
6 under through 11 today. Shot 64 yesterday.
He doesn't care about me.
Will Gordon, 9 under par, hasn't teed off. So shot 62 yesterday. So very, very low numbers out on the course yesterday. I know Finau shot 3 under. That's 68. And where is Scheffler? He might have actually faded out.
Shit.
Yeah.
No. Didn't tee off today.
Didn't tee off. Didn't tee off yet today. But what is? I feel like the golf talk, gaming corner the other day. You're like fiending for 2K23 now.
Honestly, yeah, I can get down.
Yeah,
like hours. Of playing that game for sure, dude.
And it's fun. So like basically they have like coins, kind of like similar to like how Madden does. So when you're building my player, you have your career, so you do well in tournaments. They give you more coins, then you could buy apparel, and it's all legit apparel, like all the brands, the top brands and
That's
stuff.
Awesome.
And then you could play online. They call it high rollers, so it's 3 holes, heads up against 1 person, 750 coins on the line, which is like pretty high relative. Obviously, you play a lot, you stack them up, but it's just kind of cool. You could just do it quick because we talked about the pace, and I know
I bet you get pretty riled for 750 coins on the line, Brian. Double down.
Oh man,
splitting the sixes.
Oh, actually, I was wrong. Scheffler tied for 12th, 6 under yesterday. So
okay, it's
3 shots adrift. That's too high. But as we head into the weekend here, Tony. Anything else?
Yeah, but actually, we have today, Friday, 1 o'clock. We have Jay coming in studio. We're doing a screen time episode. Mike, myself, and Jay will be here. We're talking hot button news. Bert Kreischer's coming out with a movie. They're looking hilarious.
You said who?
Bert Kreischer.
I'm talking about him.
Oh,
continue on.
He's a comedian.
Please end this.
Hey, I'm one of Screen Time's #1 fans. I'm always there.
He is.
Right behind Prefer.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah, it's just funny. But yeah, so it's gonna be a dope episode. Jay's coming in here. It's gonna be a fun time. Always a fun time with Jay.
Always.
Always.
Anything for you, Michael?
Screen time, man.
1 o'clock.
Yeah,
I'll be here.
Yeah, that's it. I'll be here, man.
Let's go.
But what was I gonna say? Just actually, no. Besides the usual, today was awesome. I think we just covered so much.
Yeah, covered so much.
Prison Pack was awesome. And just football. What a Fridays
show! What a life!
Are just the best. Like there's just nothing like breaking down the NFL, and that's why, like I mentioned earlier, the Jokery just is all about it.
Yeah, I love it. I enjoy the Mondays, honestly. The Monday breakdown.
The recap. The recap. Definitely a good time.
The whole weekend recap, and then this Monday I'll be winning our series here. So
Pepe's next week.
Pepe's next week, dude. Gaming Corner.
Sally's
Corner.
even.
Wow.
I actually saw some guy. I'm on like this.
Wait, Sally's isn't open in Fairfield yet, right?
It might be soon.
Really? I didn't know it was that soon.
Get your T-shirt,
dude,
Brian.
I'm gonna be in line.
Yeah,
no, but see, I think they're gonna, no. I'm gonna say they're gonna botch it and do the kiosk like they did in Stanford. It's terrible. So I hope they don't do that. But I feel like they will.
No, probably.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, let's just ruin everything. How about the other day, just real quick? I might have already told you this, but everyone else doesn't know it. But it was late. Went to the gym. I think I definitely told you, but went to the gym or whatever.
Costco?
No, about the Chipotle. Like, I don't think I told you.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, so it's like literally 8:30. Like, I'm just trying to get Chipotle, go home, go there, sign on the door, online orders only. Like, why? Why the obsession with the online orders? So annoying. Literally, Bodega can't even call an order in, by the way. And the one in Fairfield, I tried to get it, like, for lunch. Like,
Oh, the Bodega, dude.
Yeah, sorry. I got to do it online.
Oh, no way.
I've never been there.
Like, why?
I don't think it looks good.
Why? Does it really save that much time?
No.
I don't know, dude.
Like, the people that are answering the phone, what are they doing anyway?
They don't even answer the phones here in Connecticut.
No, but it's how soon do you think it'll be where you can't call anywhere for anything?
ASAP.
Honestly, it happens now, dude.
Yeah, you can't call Village Bagels.
Yeah, they
don't
never
plug
pick
their
up.
phone.
Oh,
Sometimes Wish Day doesn't pick up. Village Bagels doesn't pick up.
Oh,
Sometimes,
man.
yeah.
And you know what I mean?
Which
I hate to sound like the old guy, but it's just like, I just think it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. God
You know what I
forbid,
mean?
can't even walk into a store and order a sandwich anymore.
Yeah, because I also feel like sometimes with the options online, there's like, just if you want to, you have to like leave a note. You can't select something,
It's
and like
annoying.
it gets all messed up. Like,
And it's like, I don't want to take out my phone. I just want to go there and just get it done.
Just want to get it
Just wanna
done.
get it
I just want to
done,
pick it up, done. I don't
like,
care,
Dude, it's Chipotle. Like, you literally,
No, get the app.
you get
Get the
there
rewards.
and you, like, it's just right. Chipotle's supposed to be so quick and clean.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why are you ordering ahead? It takes 2 seconds to make a burrito. Like, they do it down the line. That's it.
Terrible.
Terrible job. Bad job.
Horrible.
Bad job.
But what a week. What a life. Really enjoyed today. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in and continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. Archives, YouTube page.
You got it.
Michael, Tony, Renee in costume.
Oh, yeah, dude.
As well as the merch, downtimetv.com. Everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you on Monday.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do.